Alright, how you doing, YouTube? This is Charles again, another bad production. Anyway, I wanted to show you as soon as I can three different military snow shovels that I have in my possession. If you take a look at these two right here, these are almost identical because they are both made by the same company. And if you could see it, you probably can't see it, but it says ASS 1939. As far as I know, these were actually made in Germany, but they were sold to the Swiss Army during World War II. Now I know these look similar, and then probably my camera's not going to show you the difference between these two. If you take a look at this one here, we've got a coating on this, which it looks like it's some kind of I don't know if they did like some type of not like galvanized. I mean, this is all aluminum, but they did some kind of coating on here, probably to prevent it from corroding. This one right here is not coated, or it's got some kind of clear coating on it. Now what I love about these are super light. So you know, the main purpose is you know, if you're in the Alpine areas, you know, you can dig somebody out. You can also do small excavations with it. You know, they're kind of small, but at the same time they're still very effective. It's a lot better than having nothing at all, right? I'll see if I can try to show you, but I don't think my lighting's gonna do justice. If you take a look, this is the coated one, and there's an uncoated or clear coated. What's great about these is they both have this collar on here, which you can take it off and then remove this. Now you can still use this without the handle, which is cool because you can still move a lot of snow with this. If you're in an area where there's a lot of sand or loose soil, these would also work in the same place. So it's a nice lightweight. If you're trying to be lightweight but you want to have a shovel, you can still use this in dirt. You got to be careful. Watch out for rocks and things like that. So obviously this one's hit some rocks and things like that in the last 80 years. But you know, it's still, I don't know, these things are great. And I'll take these if I'm going up in the snow when I'm hiking and things like that, up in the Cascade Mountains in the state of Washington. So I just wanted to show you those two real quick. Now right here, what I have is the Swedish Army KLAS folding entrenching tool. So I know you've probably seen these around, but anyway, what's great about these is you can fold these, makes them more compact. This is my favorite piece to keep in my car when there's snow around, because it's you know, even though this is larger, this is about 12 inches wide on the blade and about 15 inches length. It's very effective. I even use this at my work. I put it on a forklift so that I could move snow out of the path so I didn't slip on a forklift that has you know, basically slick tires on them. Now I know there's a video out for this, but they don't really show you how they put this onto this shovel, and you've probably seen this shovel without the snow attachment. So I was just going to show you really quick here. So I made these loose on purpose just so that I could try to expedite this video. And yeah, they do have these holes in here for these nuts to go in. You don't necessarily need it to use this, because this attachment on here is actually pretty solid as far as when you're using it. You almost don't really need those because the whole thing is solidly built and it's very snug the way it goes into there. Another thing, when I first got this attachment for this shovel, I had no idea how I was supposed to install this onto the shovel. So I'm going to attempt to show you, how to disassemble and reassemble this. It's all held by tension, really. So you can see these flaps here, and then the two flaps on the other side. But this might be difficult for me to do, because normally I'll hold this on the floor or on the ground and then install this. But you basically just have to flex this. Let's see, I'm gonna have to do it out of the camera, or I'll just do it right here. As you see, I've got some flex here. Now when I first put this thing on, man, I felt like it just didn't want to go on at all. I couldn't figure out. They've got this lip right back here, which helps this from sliding once it's in. And then I thought maybe I would have to bend these things up or something just to get it, and then bend them back. Obviously you don't want to do that, especially with aluminum, because you're going to weaken these areas here. But you don't really need to. You just gotta trust that when you put this thing on to the steel shovel, that it's all going to work. So once again, I might have to put this on the floor once again. But what I do is I align these flaps so that the nose of this goes over those two front flaps right here. And then I'll position it. And it's much easier if you do it on the ground. Once you get that thing, you just gotta flex this top. Put that on. And then once you get the nose in there, you can wrestle it into position. So now I've got the back lip of the shovel to the back lip of the attachment, and this thing's pretty much ready to go. Now, like I said, you can put these in there as well. It's not necessarily needed. I just do it for safety, just for fun. But this is very effective once you get this on there. And if you want to go backpacking with this, then you're probably looking at about 5.5 pounds once you get this attachment on. I sent one to somebody, one of my customers, and ended up paying a little extra money to ship this because of the size and the extra weight. But anyway, folks, that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to put those onto the comments, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Have a good day.